Hey guys, Monster Hobbyist here. I just want to show you some of the stuff that I've been working on and am still working on through the months of October and December, and probably into January and February. Um, this in front of you is, I don't know the company, it's a Brass 280, and I'm pretty sure it's based off of the Redding 280s, even though it has a red roof that's kind of in the same color as the Pennsylvania red roofs. Um, the tender with the locomotive right now doesn't go with it, but it was the only tender in there that was like loose, so I just put it with it. Um, there was other brass locomotives. I got this at Train Town for $25, and I'm really hoping this will turn out as a really good project. I'm gonna get DCC and sound probably. I would really like DCC and sound in this. Um, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But if I just get normal DCC and I put lights on it, it's going to look really nice. But the detail on this locomotive is really nice, as you can see. Drivetrain is perfect. Air pumps, air canisters, sand dome, steam dome, pop-off valves, another sand dome, dynamo. If anyone can tell me what that is. I don't know what it is. It kind of looks like a feed water heater, but I thought the feed water heater was up here more towards the smoke box. And I'm going to make that to look more like a feed water heater. But yeah, I do like it that it's already in my fictional railroad, the Milwaukee Pacific color scheme for most of their older steam locomotives, which is silver smoke box, black body, and red roof or red cab. And the tender is really detailed also. Real coal. It's got a light on the back that I'm going to probably put a light in an LED at some point. I'm going to put a Milwaukee Pacific logo over this. Well, Milwaukee Pacific lettering that goes along here, and then the logo, and then the number of the locomotive, or the logo will go here, the number will go here, and then this top part will get red along with the back, where there is a new Katy coupler and a ladder. I'll do another video on this locomotive of it running. But I love this. It's really chunky compared to any of the other locomotives. It's really chunky and small, and it has a super small, the drivers are super tiny. They're like they're actually like really tiny. The motor in it is actually really good. I'll need to put more oil and grease inside of this so it runs a little better, but I still do need to take it apart and get a DCC decoder in there, so I don't know how soon I'm gonna put that in. But hopefully soon. I have a few other things to show you guys. I got this 260 old Mantua kit that I am redoing for the Milwaukee Pacific. It needs a new plow. It needs grab irons here. It needs a headlight right here. I added a different smokestack, a dynamo, and then it's going to have another sand dome. And it's probably going to have another double pump instead of just the single pump. And that will probably be on the front, kind of on the side here. If I can show that, it'll probably be on the front towards right here. And then the grab irons will come down. It'll probably be right about here. And the only problem with this one is I can't find an accurate depiction of it in like real life. Like there's stuff that's close to it, but there's not stuff with these exact parts. Like there's a locomotive that has kind of the same firebox shape, this kind of same boiler shape, but it won't have the same amount of domes, and it won't have like the same style of steps, the same style of running board, and it won't have the same style of cab. It will always be really close, but not perfect. And this one, even though the drivetrain is kind of messed up, it still like moves really nice and smooth, which is good. So once I get the new motor for this, it's going to be such a smooth runner, along with this one, which is already, when I tested it at the store, it was so smooth. And once I get the DCC decoder for it, it will be so nice. Let me just flip around. I have right here, I have this little box here. I started putting these on a lot of my cars that I'm customizing and stuff, and my locomotives. So I kind of just think it's kind of cool. And the cab is kind of basic. Once I get the motor in there, I will figure out how I can put figures and stuff in there. The tender is really basic, like just 1800s, early 1900s style tender. When I mean early 1900s, I mean like 1900 style tender. The everything is still original on this, besides obviously I put lettering on it, and it's got these flares so that you can fit more coal in. And then it's connected to this wire, and it will pick up from here, and then one on the track, and then there'll be the DCC decoder in here. And if I flip it to get another overview and the side view, yeah, hopefully I can get a new head. I'm gonna put a ladder here. I need to get more KD couplers. A light probably for both the front of this one too, but I'm thinking I'm gonna actually put a bell there, and then put the pump here, and then put the headlight on top of the pump, which will look very unique, but I think it will look super cool for this tiny little unique looking old locomotive for the railroad. Okay, the next thing that I'm showing off is this. I don't have the drivetrain here right now. It's still being worked on, but it's this Bachmann USRA 2060. It's in a later freight scheme where it has the red roof, and it still has the black cab, but it has a gray boiler, and then this is gonna be painted silver. And I took the dynamo from a spare one of these and put it on that 260. And yeah, this is just a USRA standard one. I need to get a new headlight for it. I need a bell for it. I need to put new grab irons on it. It has two pumps down there. And there's the air canisters are both on the sides right there. It will be this one will be very much weathered. Even though the only thing I don't like about these ones are the details are inside of, they're like molded on to the side, which is really annoying. The stack is off of the 260, and then the one on the stack on the 260 is from this. So yeah, and the cab is really, really basic, and I'll fit figures in there once I get the DCC for this one. Still haven't put the lettering on it. The letterings are over there. This one's got the black stripe, the red stripe, and then the gray stripe. And there's the rest of it. And then this is what I'll do with the tender for the other one, but I won't have the red stripe on the side. The red stripe will be up here. And then here's the two crates. This backup light will eventually have an LED in it. And then inside of this tender, there'll be pickup wheels and a DCC decoder. And for the numbering of these locomotives, that one was 261. The 2 stands for the front wheels, and then the 6 stands for the driving wheels, and then 1 it's the first model of the 260 series. And then this one is 061, so it's the first model of the 060 series, so it's the first of the 06s. And it's got the older Milwaukee Road and Pacific logo. The next thing I have to show you is kind of a custom project right now. This is a maintenance of way box car or transport car. So we have a old wooden Burlington Route reefer kit. I have a bunch of these Burlington Route cars, and I didn't need a lot of them because on my railroad, I don't I don't have any CB&Q stuff, and I don't run it because CB&Q kind of isn't in the area where my railroad, like, it kind of takes over the CB&Q. But I cut a hole in the side of it. I added a barrel, 2 boxes, and this opening system. It doesn't open, it's glued on. There's going to be ladders coming up here, so you can come up here. There's going to be, and these are going to be for antenna wires to get radio equipped systems. On the step out here, there's a door, and it's covered from, and there's going to be ladders and grab irons. The top is really detailed. I love the top on this car. On the side, I added another door offset from the other door, which kind of centered in on the old door. And then on the back here, there's a piece of wood that I kind of customized, and it's got a plastic Wabash. It's got the end of a plastic Wabash gondola, and it's got 3 crates. So, in the end of the radio-equipped antenna system. And then if we look at the back there, I'll get a bunch of more detail parts for this one. I have the trucks for it. I want to get springs, so they have sprung axles, or not sprung axles, sprung, like the screws are sprung so that the entire truck bounces up and down. And then I'm going to get more detail parts here and here. I'm going to add all these detail parts on after I paint it, so that I can have the detail parts already painted black, and the bottom of it's already painted black, and the rest of it's painted in my, so for the Milwaukee Pacific, the Maintenance Away color is mint green instead of like yellow or gray. So I think that's fun and unique. I'm also working on Maintenance Away, the icicle breaker cars that, I think the B&O, I think the Pennsylvania had them. Those are the only ones I know. There was some article in a model railroader that I took it off of. So yeah, it's kind of the main stuff I'm working on right now. The layout is an absolute mess, but it's getting bigger. I'm starting building the bridge across. I raised that. This will be connected to the yard over there so that the yard can be bigger and it can fill in this space. But I'll have to work on that section first and get the turntable back there. And then the train station is just filled with a bunch of cars. That's the Southern Pacific caboose that I just started running. I've got 2. I think one of those is Walthers, and I can't remember what the other one is. But the Walthers one is right there. That's a diner, and that other one is an older one, which is a coach car. And then I think that's all the. Oh, I have to show I did newer style lettering for the decals on the newer style stuff. I'll go over there so I can show the cabooses and stuff, because I did a lot of detail on them. So with these new cars, they have different types of lettering, and I was trying them out. This is also on the observation. The Southern Pacific one is getting finished. It's more of a, I think it's a picture of a Southern Pacific caboose in either the 80s or the 70s, so it's like really like destroyed. Here's the 2 kits. The bottom one's Walthers, the top one I can't remember the other company. They both got the details. I need to get the trucks for both of them. This one has a little more detail on it, and they just gave me more parts to work with. So even though this one has just as many parts with it, I still need to add all the wires and stuff. If I flip this one around, it's got all the fogged windows on both ends and on the diner area. I need to repaint this again. I need to repaint the roof back to purple, because for the mainline passenger service, it's red with a white stripe and then a red roof. But for the commuter passenger service, it's red, white line, red, and then purple roof. So yeah, I need to do this one again. The caboose has, I think, I can't remember what the original company that made the caboose is, but everything is original on it, besides this right here, which is from an Atherton Blue Box, boxcar. Those two are. And this is from a Silver Streak caboose. It was just that. It didn't come with the rest of the caboose. It's a barrel in a box, and then there's like for the, what do they call it? It's so the stove can go there. The ladders all came with it. I still need to get metal couplers for this one. And then I put this poster on the side of it. But I still need to get Milwaukee Pacific Railroad to go across it. And then the number right there. And then Milwaukee Road and Pacific. And then the number. And then the logo for the Milwaukee Pacific will go there. So yeah, these have different lettering. These have older, but it still says Millpack instead of saying Milwaukee Road and Pacific, so it's kind of in the middle. This one has older, and it says Milwaukee Road and Pacific. And the locomotive right here says Millpack in the newer style. I still need to make the logo for the Milwaukee Pacific, and these two Milwaukee Pacific box cars that still need to be weathered have the newer style logos on both sides. So yeah, it's coming together, but slowly but surely. It's definitely slowly but surely coming together. Hopefully I will have some of the steam locomotives done and more of the layout done. Hopefully a full loop, so then I can finally start after the full loop, start running stuff in and out of the train station, running operations and stuff, and then I can start building the upper two levels, which will be super fun. And then after that, I can start wiring all the dispatching system together, but hopefully that will happen soon. See you guys next time.